For homeowners, professional termite treatment isn't optional. It's often the only effective way to stop damage before it becomes structural. But why is this urgent? Because repair costs can be 50 times higher than prevention. The real problem is this destruction happens silently, completely out of sight for years. And if you own one of DC's historic homes, your property is a primary target. We will now show why DC is a termite hotspot, the warning signs to spot, and why professional help is the only real defense. Washington, D.C. isn't just the nation's capital, it's a capital for termites. Our humid climate creates a perfect breeding ground. The main offender in our area is the eastern subterranean termite, the most economically destructive species found here. These pests don't take a winter vacation. Heated basements and crawl spaces mean they feed on your home 365 days a year. To make matters worse, climate change is extending their most active season, stretching the period of high risk from spring deep into fall. So we have the ideal climate and a relentless pest. But how does an entire army move in without anyone noticing? It begins with the unbelievable scale of a single colony. We aren't talking about a few bugs, we mean millions of termites. These millions of termites forage for food across an area up to 12,000 square feet. That's larger than a quarter of an acre. And their prime motivation is moisture. Leaky pipes or clogged gutters send out a formal invitation for them to move in and build a nest. Once inside, they consume wood from the interior, leaving the outer shell intact. This is how the damage stays completely hidden. Because they work from the inside out, the damage is severe by the time it becomes obvious. So what are the first subtle signs you must look for? The number one sign of these termites is mud tubes. These pencil-sized tunnels are protected highways from their nest to the wood in your home. In the spring, you might see swarms of winged termites. Finding piles of discarded wings near windowsills means a colony is nearby. Physically check your property. Tap on wooden beams. If the sound is hollow or papery, that's a major red flag. Also, look at your walls. Bubbling or peeling paint might not be water damage. It can be a sign of termites behind the drywall. We've covered mud tubes, discarded wings, hollow wood, and peeling paint. Have you noticed any of these signs around your property? A common myth is that brick homes are safe. This is dangerously false. They can enter through foundation cracks as thin as 1/16 of an inch. This is especially pressing for DC's historic row homes. Even with a brick facade, aging foundations create countless entry points. Another mistake is attempting a DIY solution. Store-bought chemicals are not strong enough and fail to reach the central colony. Finally, termite control is not a one-and-done fix. True protection requires ongoing professional monitoring to prevent new colonies. With all these complications, what is the actual financial risk of waiting? The numbers might shock you. Nationally, termites cause over $5 billion in structural damage every year. This cost is almost never covered by homeowners' insurance. In DC, repair costs for moderate termite damage start around $3,000 and can easily surpass $25,000. Remember the silent destroyers we mentioned? This is the outcome, a bill for thousands in repairs for damage you never even saw happening. Now compare that to professional treatment, which is a fraction of the cost of repairs. It's an investment in your property's value. The financial logic is undeniable. So what is the smart, proactive step you can take right now to avoid this outcome? We've established that DC's climate and historic houses create a high-risk zone. The threat is year-round, silent, and destructive. This is why local exterminators are stepping up with services designed for our city's specific challenges and housing stock. Protecting your home is about safeguarding one of your biggest financial assets. A professional inspection is the first line of defense. Don't wait for the signs of damage to become obvious. By that point, it is far too late. Contact a certified termite professional today. Be proactive, not reactive. Protect your home, your peace of mind, and your financial future starting now.